Today I'm going to talk about a very important law of the universe. There is only one law. Now what is it? Passion, death, resurrection, PDR code. I would like to call it PDR code. Passion, death, resurrection. Actually, if you go to Google and if you type PDR, the code, it will have an entirely different meaning. It's known as the photon dominated region. Photon dominated region. That is PDR. That's a scientific explanation for that. Photon dominated region. What is it? It's the center of a galaxy. Our Milky Way, or Andromeda galaxy, our neighbor. Just see the center, lots of light, millions of stars congregate there, and they emit so much of light, you see only light. But the center of every galaxy there is a black hole. What is a black hole? Black hole, the shortest definition would be gravity gone mad. Gravity gone mad. Berserk. Gravity gone berserk. So it's ultimately, it is a collapse of all matter and the energy into deep pit. That is a black hole. So in those area when the light comes, light also it sucks inside. Light can bend. Einstein, he thought always space and time is woven like a fabric. Like a fabric. So actually we are walking on a fabric. The time and space is together. So a black hole creates a deepest hole in that fabric. Usually the death of a star, a supernova, a medium-sized star like ours can never create a black hole. It only ejects outside the matter. Everything it ejects. But it will not collapse on himself. A massive star, 2 sizes more than our medium sun. At the time of supernova, they explode matter and energy, and they would like to eject the cosmic matter into the space, but superstars are so heavy, a giant star, they collapse on themselves. They are unable to eject the matter into space, but in their own gravity, the matter comes back and it sinks into the space-time and makes a huge hole that is a black hole. So now everything is gone inside, but gravity is there. But you can't see a black hole. But when the light travels at a black hole, the black hole can bend light and it can eat light also. Such a hungry beast, a black hole. So, you know why I'm talking about all this science? Because PDR, passion, death and resurrection, this can be explained scientifically. Actually, there are so many theories today. From the beginning we were asking only 3 questions. Where we come from, what we do, and where we go. This is the ultimate questions even today humans are searching for. And many scientists, many theologians, philosophers try to answer these fundamental 3 questions. So one question is, what is going on here? How stars are born, how life evolved on planet Earth, how water is formed. So many questions and very, very few answers. But Jesus explains so beautifully. This is the basic law of the universe. The basic law of the universe is a thing is born, it's going to die, but that is not the end. But there is another, a whole new process, resurrection. Matter is coming and matter is destroyed, but you can never destroy, only you can be transformed. That is resurrection. Resurrection is more complex and complex. So we go towards a ladder, like a pyramid. You try to move up into the space, probably you are moving towards omega point. That is the final frontier of human or universe existence. So, if you ask Jesus, no, we don't understand Jesus Christ, why don't you explain your theory of PDR? He says, unless the wheat of grain falls to the ground and dies, it shall never produce anything. That is the explanation of passion, death, and resurrection. That is the ultimate equation, that is the interpretation of Jesus. When you say, still I don't understand Jesus, I don't understand what you're talking about, he says, come, I'll give you an experiment in the laboratory. Come, I'll show you. So he stretches his hands on the cross. So being nailed. So he's nailed down now, and then he dies, and at last he's buried. On the third day, he comes back to life. See, even the experiment he has shown. So my death is not the end. D is not the last word. P, D, R. D is not the last word. R is the last word. So that means it is an unending process of transformation. Life in fullness. You can never destroy life, you know that? Humans, they don't have power to destroy anything. Yeah, that is true. If you're going to destroy something, it's going to transform. So there's no, you don't have a power to destroy anything. Only creation. So Einstein also seems to think about Jesus Christ theory. He called it the theory of relativity. You know the famous equation, E is equal to mc squared. That is the famous equation of Einstein. E is equal to energy. The unlimited energy in the cosmos is equal to m. What is the m? M signifies mass. It's not a Catholic mass, it's a weight, it's a mass, it's a quantity, a big quantity by which matter can weigh. So that is m. What is the c squared? C is the speed of light, 320,000 kilometers per hour. Squared signifies unlimited power of the light. So E is equal to mc squared. What Einstein says, that the matter exists here, the speed of the light is so powerful, and the matter can never be destroyed. He says the four states of matter, for example, solids, liquids, gas, and plasma. For example, he says when you destroy solid ice, it transforms into water. When you heat up the water, it turns into gas. Once you superheat the gas, it becomes plasma. Again it comes back to ice. See, you are unable to destroy the element of water, but only you can transform. So every energy, every mass, and every matter, everything in the universe can be transformed. They come into existence. They look as if the death has taken over us, as if we destroyed them. No, it's a delusion. It's an illusion, Maya. You are not destroying anything, but you are transforming everything. So E is equal to mc squared. So ultimately, Einstein is explaining through mathematics the same principle what Jesus proposed, the underlying principle of the whole universe: passion, death, resurrection. Newton also in the 17th century, he says the similar thing of gravity, talks about, he also gives the famous equation, G is equal to m1, m2. So that's lovely statement. G is equal to m mass 1. That means two objects. A bigger object attracts the smaller object. That is the gravity. So through gravity you come into cementation, or you come into one, and you can explain through other examples. In the sun, for example, the hydrogen molecules, the gas, is changed into helium. Every day morning it takes place, and the light is the resurrection. PDR. Hydrogen, for hydrogen it is a passion death, but resurrection comes more complex, light and heat. Even water, everyday water, there are two molecules. We know that atoms, let's say, one atom of oxygen, two atoms of hydrogen. They come passion death, the same process they undergo, but the product is resurrection. Ultimately, water. Two invisible things, when they come together, they become visible. A miracle happens. That is the power of gravity. So, I think Newton also explains similarly. He interprets Jesus' passion, death, and resurrection through mathematics and through physics. Darwin, natural selection, very, very clear theory. One form disappears, another one, more complex comes. So in the 4.5 billion years of life history on our planet has transformed all the way from bacteria to fishes, to amphibians, to invertebrates and vertebrates, and then comes reptiles, then comes mammals, then came us. See, one species goes off and another species comes onto the stage. The passion, death, and resurrection is the basic law of the universe. Jesus has explained it, and so far today